It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. And
right, because those that's partaken of the sins, right? And this is an actual us being told to come out of this place, because it's going to be a shout, and then we'll be lifted up. All right, now not partaking of their sins. All right, those are the individuals who going to either they taking a chip, we're worshiping the image of the beast, which is society's norms and standard that they set up in this world. You're going to have a lot of Israelites who are in agreement, right? You're going to have a lot of just regular peon people that's in agreement with what Esau is pushing, right? So come out of her, all right? It's going to be an actual call, right? It's going to be the sound of a trumpet, okay? And what? The Israelites are going to be lifted, right? Or they're going to ascend into the clouds, which are those chariots.
Revelation 18 and 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Yeah, because one of those plagues is the utter destruction that we were talking about earlier, which is set for Esau. But it's just not set for him. It's set for whoever he has tricked or deceived to believe in his way. You know. Yeah.
Revelation 18 and 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the heavenly Father have remembered her iniquities.
Yep. So her sins have reached unto heaven, right? Which means, it's basic. You know, Esau's he's fulfilling the a certain level of wickedness. All right, and then essentially he's going to be cut off at a certain point. Okay. You know, all the things that he was to, essentially all the hurtful works is going to be fulfilled. Okay. But what is going to reach the heavens. All right. And the Lord is going to put an end to his establishment. You got it.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works.
Now that's what the scriptures say. All right. So this place is going to be recompensed for all the works that it's done. All right. Whether it be slavery, whether it be the evil that they've done throughout the earth. All right. Via American military industrial complex. All those works are being held. It's going to be held in account. All right. So all of you have with the Lord recompense in this place for what it has done. Well, that's all you. Scripture say what it say, you know. And if you think that you're gonna go scot-free or you're gonna have a clean slate, you know, with this whole new order, you're out of your mind. All right. If you thought you was gonna come into this whole new establishment without being judged, you're out of your mind. All right.
It says, verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled to her double. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her.
Right, so they have lived deliciously, man. All right. So they're dealing with the elite, okay? And then, of course, it trickles down. They have lived deliciously on this side of the earth, okay? While the Israelites were suffering, okay? While we're at the tail end of the society, but they have brought so much fornication and evil and wickedness to the earth and influenced all of earth to be just as wicked as she is. All right, speaking about America, okay? She's gonna be punished. All right, you got it.
It says, for she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Right, and so that's the mindset, all right, of the elite. Okay, and what they believe that they ain't gonna feel the sting of death. They ain't gonna feel none of that. You know. But they say what? Go ahead.
Read it again.
No, keep going.
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day,
Mm-hmm.
death and mourning and famine,
Right.
and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai who judgeth her.
Yep. For strong is the Lord. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai who judgeth this place. You see, so you thought that you weren't gonna, nothing was gonna happen to America. You thought nothing that you thought that you were gonna make it great again. All right. But America's never gonna be great. And never. America has America holds the absolute the greatest shame in the history of mankind. All right, and they try to sweep it away with these lies, as if this place was established on good merit. And this place was never established on good merit. This place is the a hellhole of great hatred towards the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it's always been perpetuated on hate. This society is built on hate, all right? And so guess what? You're going to have to live down that same hate, that same energy that you push, all right? Or the same deeds that you push, right? It's going to come back on you, you know?
That's why they bring it up with critical race theory.
Yeah, it's good. You know, and then they try to box it in as if you know, if it didn't happen. You know, it's not a theory, it's actual facts. Okay, it's just that, you know, Esau don't want to feel any guilt anymore, so they come up with these different terms, all right, to shed the guilt away. Well, the scriptures talk about Habakkuk 2:15, I think, or 16. All right, this is a shameful spewing. Us being here and calling out the evils that have been done to us. All right, and rebuking and essentially, you know, bringing out these judgments against America, man. You know, that's all part of the shameful spewing. You got it.
Book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, starting at the 15th verse. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also.
Yeah, that's you pushing your what you call democracy. You're forcing it on other nations because you believe that you're the ideal leaders of the world. All right, you believe that you are, you know, and they have the survival of the fittest. You believe that you are the fittest, right? You believe that God ordained you because you were upright, you were just the preeminence of what a man's supposed to be, and you're not. You're the opposite of that. All right, the so-called white man is not the man to be. All right, because they're evil, they're hateful, and they hide it. All right, all the time. They're always talking evil about the next person. All right, and I'm talking about you Israelites. They're always talking evil about you. Okay.
When you brought out scientific racism, explain away through their science their superiority, you know, to everybody else.
Yeah, that's pseudoscience. All right, you come up with this bullshit ideology that, you know, and that's all it is. What we call it, white supremacy. That's just supremacy syndrome. You got the supremacy syndrome when you believe that you're better than everybody, right? And that's the ultimate arrogance. You know, that's the ultimate arrogance. All right, and you know the so-called white man has it. Okay, but the whole time the Lord put you in the position that you're in. You didn't conquer the world by way of your own wits and your own strength. You out of your damn mind.
I got a precept to that point. That's what I was looking for earlier. Isaiah 10, starting at verse 15. Isaiah 10 and 15, it says, shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith?
Yeah, so the Lord is using them. All right. Somebody get Job 5, no, 12, no. It's a 14 and 5, I think. Where it says his days are determined and his months are beneath.
That is Job
14 5, but the point being is 6. Get straight to the point.
So right to 6.
It's
Job 14 and 6. Turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as an hireling his day.
Yeah, so Esau, you're a hireling. All right. So the Lord turned away from you. He allowed you to do what you want to do. All right. Okay, until you accomplish what he set out for you to do. Right? In Revelation 6:4. You got it?
Verse 7. For there is hope of a tree if it be cut down.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Revelation 6:4.
All right, this is the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter and the 4th verse.
No, hold that. Finish it.
My bad.
Right, and that's what Esau essentially done. He's magnifying himself against the Heavenly Father. All right, he's magnifying. That's why he's exalting himself over everything that is God, everything that is called God. Right, you know. So when it comes to the creation, right, he says Big Bang Theory. Okay, he comes in with Big Bang theory in the pseudoscience. All right, which is made up. Okay, that the Earth. No, it wasn't created by intelligent design. It just sporadically came, right? And we're the super race. We're the dominant ones, right? And it's supposed to be that way, okay? But we're telling you now, you had your time, right? And all that you have done was brought deception in the earth. All you have done is brought destruction in the earth, okay? But the Lord allowed you, okay? That was your plight. That's your legacy in the earth. Raping, robbing, murdering. All right. That's the so-called white man's legacy. Right? It's not anything of good merit. All right. But you have a whole you have millions and millions upon millions of Edomites that believe that they got America through good merit. That they believe that they were just patriotic. The patriotic nationalists, whatever you want to call them, they believe that they got America by good merit. All right. And your legacy, you've been exposed for who you truly are. All right. You're a thief. You're a murderer. You're a rapist. All right. And you push that vibration on everybody else in the world. Right. Go ahead. You got idiots to talk about that. I think not to talk about it. Someone saying something to the extent that God won't that God doesn't do evil. You know, that basically that doctrine is crazy. You got people that believe that, but those people that believe that God doesn't do evil, right? You don't understand the Bible, right? And you should stop reading the Bible, or you should get a clue and start researching more, right? Because what you learn, you ain't learned nothing if you don't know that the Lord bringeth forth evil, or you know.
It's like if I may, well, that's the problem. They don't read.
Yeah.
You know, I think I believe Elder Manata Zakaba from South Carolina actually put up a clip of somebody made a TikTok, and they actually used that clip of Alazar from Sakari explaining to somebody that, hey, look, Satan actually works for, or the spiritual demon Satan actually works for the Lord, works for the Holy Father. And the dude said, hey, look, this is evil. This is little people that preach this. This is demonic. You know, God doesn't do anything. That's me. That's me.
Evil because
In Amos chapter 3 and verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people be not afraid?
right, the trumpet is going to be blowing the trumpet, like so to Isaiah 58. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
Cry out, spirit.
It said cry aloud, spirit, not lift up thy voice as a trumpet. You know, so you're supposed to be afraid when you hear the sound of the trumpet, because that's the sound of war, of warning, you know, impending doom. You see? What?
It says, shall there be evil in a city and the Lord have not done it?
Right. And the answer to that question is no. All right. The Lord does good as well as evil. He's balanced in that regard. Right. The Lord is what is it? A false balance is an abomination to the Most High. Man. He creates good as well as evil, light and darkness. God.
Isaiah 45 and 7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh, do all these things.
Right. That's why he's the ultimate supreme power. Right. To be a God, you have to know both sides, both good as well as evil. That's why the Lord had us go through all these tribulations, right? This evil. Right. So we God going through tribulation. You know. And with the serpent promised Eve told Eve, look, you ain't gonna surely die, you know, because we eat of that fruit of wickedness, your eyes shall be open, he shall be as gods, right? So he was right in that regard, but still brought forth death, you know. But eventually death is gonna be conquered, you know, with being the second coming. Those know that. So back here in this Isaiah 10 and 15 again, it says, shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith, or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it, as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up.
Yeah. So that's what Esau done. You know, he exalted himself against the one that put him in power. Revelation 6.
It's a little type of more says, or as if the staff should lift up itself as if it were no wood.
You got it. Revelation 6. Book
of Revelation, chapter 6, and verse 4, and it reads, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Now, get Hosea 12 and 10 real quick, so that you can understand. All right, because the Bible, it speaks to us a certain way, right? Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
Hosea 12 and 10, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions,
right,
and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
Now look at the word similitude.
This is the definition of similitude in the blue letter. Strong's H 1819.
Get to the point. No, wait.
Dama? I think it's Dama. It says to be like, resemble.
Right. To be like or resemblance. Right. Go ahead.
To liken, compare.
Right. So it's a comparison. Right. So now going back, Revelation 6 and 4. So the scriptures is comparing. Right. So what it says, go ahead, read though. My bad.
Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red.
Right, or red. Now a horse represents power, right? All right, look up the word, look up symbolism of a horse, or something to the extent of that.
got it on Google.
You gotta go
It
ahead.
says horse. This is symbolism of horses on Google. It says horses have many symbolic meanings, including strength, freedom, and war.
See, so strength, freedom, and war. That's what Esau got. A red, but it said a red horse. All right. Now that red, that's that right there. That's Esau. Because what? When you go into the word Edom, which the Hebrew word for Edom is Adawam, all right. That means that word is red. Okay, and they might switch it up on us like they've been doing lately. Okay, but that red, the horse, what it says, strength, freedom, and war, right? So that the red represents that's Esau, his attributes, and then the red is representing Edom. All right, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Back in Revelation 6:4, it says, "And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth."
Right. So this is similar to, all right, of this devil, the so-called, who we call the devil, the so-called white man. All right. Certain things that he's gonna be doing in the earth. Okay. Which he is that red horse. All right. That is taking peace from the earth. Right. And what? There's a thing, all right, where, they're trying to actually bring peace to the world, okay, through humanitarian efforts, and they set up these courts, the world court, right, to regulate, or to punish anybody that's doing any tyranny and all of that type of stuff. But who is the one that's consistently keeping up war in the earth? Why is the reason why? Why is the reason of war being in the earth? All right, but because a select or the elite, they fund war. All right, they're the one that keep it, because war is a racket. All right, they're the ones that the so-called white man is the one that's keeping up war, right? And so that's why ain't no peace in the world. All right, you see who are the main perpetrators of war? Right now, you got Benjamin Netanyahu, all right, not a Jew, all right, the Edomite, okay, of the American military industrial complex, right? They have military bases all over the world.
Right.
It's not a place in the world where they don't have a military base, right? And in fact, they put most of their funding into war, all right, for war engines and weapons. Right. Who is doing that? You can't blame us and say we doing that. They're doing that.
Well, anytime they do a deal with nations like they did with Saudi Arabia, I believe it was OPEC, the deal for the petrodollar system, they did in exchange for, the dollar for military aid to Saudi Arabia to, support them in war, in their war endeavors, so that's their main means of industry, is the military industrial complex. That's the main thing that Esau offers to the world is military might, selling of weapons and, and whatnot.
I got you right here. I Googled how much money goes into the military here in America. It says since 1980, defense spending has risen by 62% and climbing to 506 billion to 820 billion by 2023.
Right. Look at that. See, look where all your tax money going to. It's going to the military industrial complex to support foreign wars. Got the Council on Foreign Relations, all these different wars, proxy wars. So that's what Esau brings to the earth is death. We just read it.
So ain't no peace. And so who is that red horse that's taking peace from the earth? That's a similitude for Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? And it's identifying him. It's all roads lead back to him, so to speak.
Like, if I may, when you go into that word to take, when it says to take peace, you go into that phrase to take. It's the Greek word lembano, and it means to take with the hand, to lay hold hold of any person or thing in order to use it. You think about the scripture where it says, "You shall covet fields and take them by violence," right? And also, what's the other scripture where it talks about heaping to himself all peoples? Yeah, that's what this devil ultimately wants to do. And I was looking at a lesson that Apostle Gabar did, I believe earlier today or late last night, where he reiterated or showed the video again of the interview with what is it, Russo, Joe Russo, Aaron Russo, Salaki. Oh my God, my brain is frozen. Salaki. But no, going into that interview, and one of the points he was making is, if you're an Israelite out there teaching, it's vital that you watch that interview, because in that interview, he was actually giving out the plans of the elites, which what they want to do is they want to harbor to themselves all people through the implementation of that RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast.
Yeah, but he said, if you go against what they got set in place, they can just shut you off. That's the type of control that they want. They want to give to, and a lot of people gonna be in fear because of that, because they can't. That's how they control a person's money. You control them.
Yeah, and that's what we coming to, right? And Jake act like that ain't what the fuck is going on. All right, that's what's going on. These Edomites is about to bring your ass into a whole different world, and they keep saying it. Everybody's saying this shit, the economists, they're saying the shit, politicians, they saying the shit, right? So it's like, it's a no-brainer, and it's right in front of your fucking faces. So we understand that when this deal go down, right, we already know, hey, we gonna be prepared, we gonna know what to look out for, we gonna know what the warning, we already see the warning signs. But hey, it ain't gonna be. Look, Jake, you on your own from this point on.
Well, I got like a similar too. I'm thinking, it's like the boogeyman. For example, we embrace it. It ain't like we sitting there looking at it and facing it like, hey, we ain't scared. But like the rest of the people, they in fear. They covering up. They trying not to see it as if it ain't there, as if it's just gonna go away. Like, no, this happening. It's still gonna happen regardless of if you believe it, accept it.
Checking that hear no evil, see no evil, like type of spirit. Right. If I don't hear about it, if I ignore it, it ain't happening. Right. It go away.
Niggas be like, not my G.
Right. Yeah.
That's like that type of spirit they be in.
My guy
Shit,
never do.
Right.
It's called cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, there you go. What?
So, like, before I get back to that precept, I just want to elaborate on the quote that the brother had mentioned about Esau controlling the money when he controls the people. This is from Marshall Amschel Rothschild. All right. And this is a quote that he had. Rothschild said, it says, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes the laws." Because that's where the control is, wherever the money is. Why do you think right now they're about to do away with that fiat currency and bring in this central bank digital currency?
Right. And why? Hey, the quote in the world that people always use, when trying to dig into something, they say, "Follow the money."
Yeah.
Once you follow the money trail, you find out who really in control.
Back in that Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, it says, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth."
Right. And what was that power given to him? Going back to the time of Genesis, the 27th chapter, with Isaac and Esau. Isaac giving Esau his blessing. This was the madness of earth to do that. And by his horse shall he live.
That's what it is.
To live means to sustain life. You see, so that's how Esau sustains himself, is through war. Through propagating war and war, because like the brother said earlier, wars are rapid. And you can watch
Let's see.
11 and 20. Because
Hebrews
just to the
11.
point he just made about, the blessing. You got it.
Hebrews 11 and 20. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come.
Yeah, and what? We know, Genesis 27 and 40, that Esau was blessed with the sword, which the brother was just mentioned. Okay? And now he essentially, that's what we've been witnessing, him being able to push, or him being in his blessing. All right, that's why so much war. Okay, that's why there ain't no peace in the earth. All right, it's because Esau is in his blessing, but on top of that, he is at the end of his blessing. Okay, and so when you read Revelation the 13th chapter, the 15th verse on down, all right, that is him essentially at the height of his blessing. All right, but at the height of his blessing, he's trying to establish himself forever and phase out all things, considering the Most High Yahweh Shai's promises. Okay, that's important to know. All right, a lot of people, they want to downplay the mark of the beast. Excuse me. They want to downplay certain things in the scripture. All right, not knowing the significance of it. That's highly significant. Understanding Esau's blessing is for the future, and that we're under his blessing. We're living, well, he's living in his blessing. All right.
I got to preach up to that point, because ultimately the Lord got Esau in the trick bag, by giving him that blessing. This is Matthew.
Again, it was a strange. So,
this is when the Lord, when it was apprehended, Yahushua, what Peter did, he tried to prevent that from happening. It writes in Matthew 26, and 51.
No, I'm saying, what time? Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead.
But Matthew 26 and 51, it says, but unto one of them which were with Yahweh stretched out his hand and drew his sword. Speaking about Peter, he was being oftentimes overzealous,
He was a man of war.
Right. Yeah, he was King David. Yeah. So he was drawing out his spirit.
Those are little clues, kind of, but you gotta have spiritual discernment. You gotta be, you gotta have discernment to see that. But, Dove could be in David.
Okay. It says, and behold, one of them that
my Lord shall sit at what Yahushua said. Why does it say my Lord sitteth at the right hand?
The Lord said, my Lord, sit down on my right hand till I meet thy enemies.
No, he was referring to David. Well, yeah, I can't quote it right now, but you got it.
Good. Like it. It's back in Matthew 26 and 51. It says, and behold, one of them which was with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. And this, it's like it. Verse 52. Then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take up the sword shall perish with the sword. Mm-hmm. See, so that's a
saying, yeah.
Yep, and it's a rightful saying, because Esau Edom, he took up the sword. That's his blessing. So the Lord giving him that blessing, ultimately he put him in a trick bag, because he gonna perish by the same sword. When Abraham said he had become the destroyer, had become death and the destroyer of worlds, it's his world that he's destroying. What's the scripture that say the wicked have fallen into the snare of their own hands or something like that? The pit which he have dug, he shall fall therein. Right. So yeah. Esau, he lives by the sword, and to live meaning to sustain your life. You got it. Somebody
yeah, back in Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4, and it reads, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword."
Yeah, see, it was given unto him a great sword. Okay, that sword is the same motherfucking sword that Isaac promised Esau. Okay, Edomites. All right, you got it.
Verse 5, it says, "And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see, and beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had power, had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine."
Right, because the oil and the wine is dealing with the truth. Okay, yeah, because the Lord is preserving this truth. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, we passed the point though. Show that. What you got?
Well, it was kind of. I got a precept that was going to a point made earlier about.
Yeah, I got some real quick. I actually was holding this since we started. The brother I called for it. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9.
Yeah.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9, and it reads, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth."
Right, and we said all that stuff from the lead up to now to bring out this precept. We talked about the history, talked about the beast, you know.
History
We talked a little bit about him, exalting himself up as God, okay? And he's doing all of that because it's a means to an end, all right? We was talking about the continuation of the ministry of the prophets, which is pretty much the regeneration, us standing in our lot in the end times, right? Because the end ain't come yet in their time, but they were looking for it in their time. You see? And we read about the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Well, that was Esau and the Roman Empire. But essentially, his society, his kingdom had a deadly wound. Okay? Now, you got Esau posturing and doing certain things to show you that beast is being revitalized, it's being brought back to life, which is the Roman Empire. So we live in the Roman Empire right now as we speak, right? And so he had to continue for a season. So what? Ultimately, all right, because now he's at his end, all right?
Lloyd, did you bring out that Job 14 earlier?
I didn't read verse 5. No.
Okay, come. This is back Job 14 and starting at 4. Starting at 5, it says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee."
See, yeah, so his days are determined, you see? But like we were mentioning, his history consists of him ruling for a certain period of time. The Lord putting the chains of darkness, the chains on him, and he had to come back and then he had to be reestablished in the earth. All right. So the Lord had already determined this man's time. All right. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "Thou hast appointed his bonds that he cannot pass."
Right. So he set a bounds that cannot pass. And now we're coming into the end. All right. But he is trying to, basically what Esau is doing is trying to go beyond the end. He's trying to go beyond what parameters or what the Lord had determined for his rule in the earth. You see? And so we're coming into the time where, as Revelation 12:12 about Koshah, you know, we're coming into a time where he's saying, fuck it, you know, to hell with what, you know, the will of the Heavenly Father, to hell with God, you know what, I'm gonna be God, you know, and that's because the Lord, he ain't showed up, all right? He's only been giving you certain signs and certain things, but like you said in Romans 9, you know, he's, how I go? Romans 9, he did this to lift, for
For this purpose have I raised thee up,
right,
to show my power in thee. That my name, yep.
And the Lord, he is one that, what is scripture, you always quote this, he is one that hideth himself or something like that. He's a God that hideth himself, you know. So, and the scripture saying what in Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, how it go?
Sentence against the evil work is not executed
Speedily.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right. So he fully set in his way to do evil. You see? And that's that the Lord, like Kanye West said, gotcha. Right? Kanye was like, gotcha. And that's what the Lord doing. You know, he got you, you know. He showed one.
I got
Yeah.
just to land back on what you just said. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
It's the book of St. Job, chapter 20 and verse 22, and it reads, in the fullness,
Phone died.
in the Job chapter 20, verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Yeah. So in the fullness of his sufficiency, we in the fullness of his sufficiency. You know, because he at the height of his blessing. You know, with the whole MOTB system, that is the height of his sword. So that nigga could be God now. He can surveil the earth. He got eyes all over the earth. Yeah. He got his ears all over the earth. If everybody's phone is essentially everybody tapped. We can hear every conversation in the world. So you can't tell me we ain't at the height of this man's blessing. You know?
Yeah, that's why it's like
well, he almost there. He ain't fully there. Because if he's there, it'll be a mandatory chipping. The chip would be already here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. He ain't at the fullness of his sufficiency yet, because that when he gets to the peak, that's when Yahweh Shah is gonna come. So he wouldn't be exactly at the fullness just yet. The new world order would be declared and established for a certain period of time, and then, you know, then that's when the Lord will come down on them. So we close. It's like noon. It's like we had like 11:40. You know what I'm saying? Before it hit noon.
Shit.
But he real close.
Mm-hmm.
He real close.
11:59.
Yeah.
But I was gonna mention, you know, the Lord gave him the facts of the earth. In Genesis. Book of Genesis. I think like 30. Yeah.
You got it out.
The book of St. Job, chapter 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly.
That's fair, because I was just looking at the scripture before the brother picked me up. And then I want to add that Job 5:12 too with that.
Yeah, Aaron Russo, he basically exposed what the elite want to do. And that's how they're gonna be at the when they start chipping.
Yeah.
That's when you're gonna be at the
That's
height
that's the grand peak right there. That massive chipping.
Yeah, kind of. And when you go into that phrase to fill his belly, to fill, it says it's the Hebrew word mala'ah. That means to in fulfillment, abundance. It says to be full, be accomplished, be ended.
Yep, be ended. Be accomplished.
Well, they already saying in the sense that they're in what it says on the dollar.
Yeah, like enocoeptis.
Yeah, enocoeptis. Yeah, there you go.
Novos,
Ordos,
Novos.
it's a plural.
Means new world order.
Yeah.
That's Latin, right? That's
Yeah, somebody can look it up. Look it up. Somebody just.
Novos, Ordo,
Yep. Which is
yeah, our new world order is success or something like that.
yeah. Novos Ordo Seclorum is Latin phrase that translates a new order of the ages. So that's where he's trying to get to.
And the other one is our enterprise
Has crowned with success. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's
Our
the
internet
one.
is crowned with success.
That's the one. Yeah.
So they pretty much claim victory before.
Basically.
Exactly. Yeah, they claimed the victory before they even actually got the victory.
Yeah, and when you think about those Georgia guy stones that they had there in Georgia, those was like the 10 Commandments kind of. You know what I mean? Keep the population under 500 million.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was,
Yeah, when they start
Georgia
taking,
Guidestones.
yeah, when they start, because we still had to come upon. It's still gonna be, it's gonna be massive deaths in the earth. It's gonna be a lot of people dying. So that's part of him fulfilling his belly, ultimately what his plans are,
Yeah, Annuit Coeptus
Yeah.
is one of the two mottos on the reverse side of the Great Seal of the United States. The literal translation is "He favors or has favored our undertaking or success." Annual, I approve or I favor, and coeptum, common sentiment or undertaking. So basically, he favors our undertaking.
Right.
Yeah, that's like what Trump had said during his first presidency. He said it's our God-given right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the God that they talk about is Satan.
Yeah.
If you look on the dollar bill, everybody know this. It says, "In God we trust."
Well, they talk about Satan.
Satan.
Yeah.
Satan is their God.
Yep.
They tell you that about the 33rd degree order.
Mm-hmm.
That the God that they worship is Satan.
Yep.
That's in
Same exposed.
Say Angel Expose, Codex Magica.
Yep.
Which I don't know who got my book.
I know who got my book.
Right.
Madden a bitch. Talk to you about that later.
Book of St. Job, chapter 20, verse 23, it says, when he is about to fill his belly,
Mm-hmm.
it says, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Yeah, that's the missiles. So that's why he hasn't fulfilled it just yet, because we haven't even gotten to Jacob's trouble. We haven't even gotten to the mandatory chipping. Neither are we in World War III yet. So he ain't at his peak yet, but that's where he that nigga striving head first for it as we speak.
Operation Warp Speed.
Yep. So
It says, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
yep, meaning while when you done labored all evening or morning to evening on a good full meal, and you finally sit down and you got your meat, your veggies, your wine, and you about to sit down and devour that shit. Soon as you get to that comfortability stage, well, yeah, we did it. That's when the Lord is gonna come.
Salaki, if I may, you go into that word eating.
Mm-hmm.
The root word of the word, it says macham. All right.
Bread.
Yeah, and it says devour, eat, but it also says prevail. Yeah. It says Job 20 and 24. It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
That's talking about the thermonuclear destruction. Yep. Because he gonna flee All right.
The rocks hide us or something like that
Yep.
from the
Yeah,
face of the
Revelation
Lamb.
6.
Revelation, somebody can
Yeah,
grab that.
yeah. So we know the elites, they're gonna for sure flee.
Mhm.
But still, their kingdom, what they have established is going to be completely, utterly destroyed.
Yep.
You got it.
What do they call that when they buy a property like somebody like a realtor? But like, but what's that
Turn.
that category for realtors when they buy properties and stuff like that? But anyway,
Lease or not lease,
but like the biggest the biggest category for retail right now is doomsday bunkers.
oh,
You
yeah.
know, they're selling those things by the millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's to no prevail because the only ones who's gonna get the bunkers is the elites.
Yeah.
So that ain't doing shit. The elites is the only ones that's gonna get into the bunkers. Nobody else, you know. The top generals, it tells you the whole list of those who's gonna flee into them, you know.
Yeah, escape from the destruction.
Yeah, yep.
Because you got a lot of dummies that believe that America ain't going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
They think that, they're going to, wait out the storm pass over, they're going to come out of their bunkers. And, it's going to be a new, they're going to get past the nuclear winter and all of that other
Yeah.
shit.
You got some Edomites that believe that it's gonna be a nuclear destruction. And they got money. It can be some billionaires, some millionaires, but them ain't no elites, you know. They could be the 1%ers, but the 1%ers ain't the fucking elites, you know.
They just wealthy.
They just got that paper, you know, for whatever, you know. And those could be the ones that would have some type of bunker that maybe it could be a couple of miles in the earth. But Babylon is being destroyed from the root, as the scriptures say. Rooter to the tutor. So they ain't gonna escape. They're gonna die in them. They're gonna be melted in them bunkers, man.
Lord gonna dig. He gonna-
Besides the elites is gonna be wherever craft that they may be hovering, you know. You got it up.
Because they the elect on the left hand side, to escape. That everybody can be, the same way on the right. It's like you got.
Yeah, they preserve the slave.
Yeah, Jake finna repeat everything all over again. Go ahead, out.
Revelation chapter 6, and verse, I'll start at verse 12. It says, "And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell onto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken off a mighty wind."
Read it again.
Revelation chapter 6, and I'll start at verse 12. It says, "And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair."
Yeah, because when those missiles fall, there's going to be an earthquake, even at the Lord's return. So go ahead.
And the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell onto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken off a mighty wind.
Right.
And the heaven
And the star to represent those missiles. You got it.
and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together,
That's the mushroom cloud. You got it.
and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Yeah, because like you said, you're gonna have people going into their bunkers. All right, but the elite, they're gonna escape.
Yeah.
You see, it's a difference. You're gonna have the elite who escape, and then you're gonna have those who, they might be millionaire, they might get in a bunker. If you get in a bunker in America, it's gonna be your tomb. You got it.
It says, "And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne."
Yeah, that's gonna be that dreadful. It's gonna be dreadful. Go ahead.
"And from the wrath of the Lamb,
Mhm.
Y'all shout.
Hide us from the
The earth is gonna be shaken, right?
hide us from the Lord.
You know, the earth is gonna shake. You know,
The earth rock to and
bro.
fro.
Yeah,
Right, that's
and it's
Isaiah
gonna
24.
be the main reason is because of the missiles. How it's going to be utterly destroying the 10th part of the earth.
I remember we used to demonstrate a long time ago doing camp. You know how the missile's gonna hit the earth? Boom! Boom! That's how it's gonna sound. It's
You
gonna
gonna
be,
hear it,
it's
yeah.
gonna be loud as hell. Yep. I got scripture for this too. Go ahead, got some more?
Yeah. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Nobody, right? Nobody. You see, so
That's why they. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
go ahead. You got.
I was gonna say that's why they monitoring the chariots right now.
Yeah.
That's why they doing all this Space Force and all this surveillancing of the
Stargate or
heavens,
some shit,
star,
man.
yeah, all that stuff. You know, because they're gonna when they see the Lord coming, they gonna know it's the Lord. When they see him, they gonna be damn near already gone. You know what I'm saying? It's like they gonna be. They got look. The Lord gonna allow them to. You know, just imagine seeing. You know how the movies is when they be seeing the little crafts and shit. We got such and such over here and such. So they gonna see the Lord's mountain come.
Mhm.
You know.
Well, they show you in all those movies.
Yeah, they gonna
like,
see that. They gonna see that mountain come.
Pick them up on the radar.
They gonna see
first.
it. They gonna be. They gonna be gone.
Yeah.
They gonna see it. They gonna be gone.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's gonna happen or how they gonna be able to hurry up and get in there. However the Lord gonna have it happen.
in the movies they always show you like they always pick them up on radar before they
come. That's what I'm talking about. Before they come, yeah. Because remember, off of Independence Day, I'm thinking about Independence Day.
I'm thinking
when
about
they hear it, they heard the little
Yeah.
right. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? They gonna see it. They gonna see it before the Lord pierced the clouds. We speaking as men, but you just hypothetically, just like speaking through the
Yeah,
Spirit,
when they come.
they gonna see them before they actually crack the clouds. And how else they gonna fucking leave so quickly? Because the missiles gotta come.
Revelation.
Which, it take 30 minutes. I believe it said like take
30.
about 30 minutes, 20 minutes to get down here. Far as from Russia, it's gonna take at least 20 minutes. So within 20 minutes, they could have got somewhere, or they may already be somewhere, and they already gonna shoot out because they already gonna know.
Well, when the missiles in the air, the Lord say he gonna it says he's gonna burn at his presence. So the Lord and the angels is gonna be in the air while the missiles
Coming down.
Yeah, because it's gonna burn in his presence.
Yeah.
Or at his presence.
Yeah.
something
Yep.
like
Yep.
that.
That's Revelation 14.
Okay.
Yep.
And you got it.
I got
14:9.
I got something for you. This is Isaiah 34:4. It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he was reading 34. Isaiah.
Revelation 6.
Now you remember that was Revelation 6. Yeah.
it could go together. Yeah,
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm reading it again. It's Isaiah 34:4. It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
You don't think that they read that precept and they mimicked that with Independence Day? Look at the beginning of Independence Day.
Yeah.
Of how the chariot came through and the heavens rolled like you see the smoke, the fire, and it folded and it went backwards and the chariot came straight through. That's that precept right there.
It says, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a falling fig from a fig tree. It's the radiation. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and behold, it shall come down upon
Idumea, which is the Edomites. It's the Edomites.
It says,
just like the elder said, you don't think that they know that they read these scriptures. Now this is what brought this to mind in Isaiah 47. It says, verse 3, Isaiah 47:3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
right, because the Lord coming back in his angelic form. Because he ain't.
They know.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna come back as a man like the brother just mentioned. He gonna be zapping you, motherfuckers.
He gonna come with power,
They
man.
know it's
Don't come
something.
with that.
They know it's something out of this world that they need to pay attention to. That they need to make sure that they're watching. They're looking out for something that's not of this world.
Yeah.
But I eat the chairs of the Lord.
Yeah.
That's out of this world. That's why they're paying so much attention to them.
They having dreams. They watching the videos that we doing. You know, Esau, remember, he's wiser than Daniel, so he's already been up. He has a one up. So the devil been known before the prophets woke up to know. This is an agenda for the last 1,000 years.
Yeah, they've been prepared.
The mark of the beast been prepared for at least since the forefathers of the forefathers of the United States been planted their flag here since 1776. They already had the agenda. So what level was them niggas on?
Right.
They was on a high sorcery level. George Washington and all of them dudes, they was already on a high level on the left hand side on why they're coming here to establish this.
Yeah.
It get really
So
deep.
Yeah, they already, in a sense, already knew.
And you weirdo Declaration of Independence. It ain't all about that dumbass shit, man. All right, they had an agenda. All right, those laws and all that stuff that they was creating, it was just to box in the stupid civilization. But the agenda was to enslave humanity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This back in Isaiah 34:5, it says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea,
Right?
and upon the people of my curse."
And the people of the curse is who? The Edomites. Esau.
Because his skin.
Yeah, he's been marked since the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
It says to judgment, my curse to judgment, the sword of the Lord Yahweh.
Yes, because we read earlier in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, Edom figures prominently for future judgment.
Yeah.
So he's always been reserved, and the Lord marked him to where he's always been reserved, and ultimately, those are the people of his curse.
Yep.
It says the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. Some of the people.
Because it's sacrifice and Basra.
Yep. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh have the sacrifice in Basra."
Oh, shit, my bad.
He said it. It says, "and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." So hey,
yeah, then that's
So the people is likened to animals that's finna get sacrificed upon the altar.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it says, for her wickedness reached unto the heavens. You know.
so the Lord look at y'all. This.
Yeah, and then in the scripture talking about this being ripe. Ripe. Yeah, how it go. You got it.
This Habakkuk chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 2. It says, "O Yahweh, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Yahweh, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years make known, in wrath remember mercy." It says,
Yeah, because it's mercy for the Israelites. Yeah, the Lord said he gonna sift them from where they are, but he not gonna utterly destroy Israel.
Yep.
You know.
verse 3, it says, the Most High came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Selah. His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise.
Yeah, you can equate Teman with we say German, but them are Amalekites. Most of them, the Germans were what? Jewish. Amalekites, you know? Or Amalek.
Verse 4, and his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hiding of his power.
Yeah, the hiding of his power. Go ahead.
That was just backing up your point. When they talk about how, Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, they're going to be shooting laser beams.
Yep, that's it.
Chariots.
Yep.
And it says, verse 5, before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations. And the everlasting mountains were scattered. The perpetual hills did bow. His ways are everlasting.
Go ahead.
And
the Lord's gonna come back and bring the nations below.
Yeah, you're gonna put the nations under, you know. And yeah, because all the mountains and hills represents the rulers, all of them are gonna be taken out.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Amen.
The Lord return, everybody gonna see it. You know, everybody gonna see it, and those are the ones who bad shit.
Even those who have pierced him.
People who have pierced
Strokes.
Yeah.
Because
And that proves reincarnation. Yeah. So for those that say, reincarnation, you had a general say that he felt like he was the one that pierced the Lord.
Yep.
It's an article when I think Apostle Barr brought it out. He said in general, he said he said he talking about he the one that killed Christ.
Yeah. Felt like
It was a poem.
It was a poem.
It was a poem.
I actually got the
He wrote a poem about it.
Yeah, so even those that pierced him, right, which proves reincarnation, they're gonna witness the return of the Lord. You know? Is it more?
That nigga preserved.
Okay. But yeah, and the Lord preserved all his enemies. You know, you got it.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Just a win.
It says, And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
I need
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Only thing
Well,
you
we
do
know
that is a
what.
thermonuclear missile.
But I ain't even understand how actually.
All you have to do is go on Google or go on YouTube,
So it's up to you.
search up thermonuclear missiles, and see what they do to the people. We have we have the movies that actually show it. You know, what was that movie? Terminator, right? When she was dissolved at the gate. You
Yep.
know, everything. But actually, go and look at what they do.
The Knowing wasn't the movie Knowing with damn, what's the nigga name? Was it Nicolas Cage? The Knowing.
Yeah.
What was it when Woody? I can't think of his last name. The Edomite who played a White Man Can't Jump.
Harrelson.
Yeah. The volcanoes was coming. The volcanoes was erupting in 2012. That's what we thought. I thought 2012.
Oh yeah, he was the bug out.
He was the
radio
so-called
station.
bug out. Yeah. And then the volcano eruption was likened to missiles falling down and stuff. So they already know what's gonna go down.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. Go ahead, Akia.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud,
So this is a big ass oven. Imagine just getting your ass stuck in the oven.
barbecue pit.
You know what I'm saying?
that one chick from Walmart. She got locked in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
She got locked. She locked herself in the oven at Walmart.
Yeah.
There's an oven in Walmart?
Yeah, it's a big ass oven.
I don't know. I ain't no working in Walmart.
They'll warm it up. They usually
Oh
have
yeah.
Oh yeah?
A big ass oven. She actually, I guess the door lock. Well, she was the angel of the Lord, obviously.
Yeah. Shut that big shit in that motherfucker. Yeah.
Angel went click, burn.
Damn.
That's hella judgment though, man.
Spiritual right here.
The Lord don't like that bitch.
Did something her past like
Lord didn't like her.
It says, Yet and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, meaning they shall burn into ashes.
Damn.
It says, In the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts.
So that's that fire is coming. Remember, Yahweh Shai said it in Luke. He said, what will I if it be already kindled? You know? So what the fuck you want me to do, nigga? I'm coming to bring more fire. You know?
It says that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
That's what I'm saying. So those certain elites, I mean not elites, but certain, billionaires and millionaires, may have, the off-brand bunkers. You know what I'm saying? The bunkers where they ain't gonna survive in, because they got bunkers all around this bitch, They got bunkers all around America.
Verse 2, but unto you that fear my name, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
That's it. That's the chariots to come and deliver the elect. You know, that's the healing in his wings. You know,
And ye shall go forth and grow up as
calves. Yeah.
of the star.
Yep. So we're gonna get delivered.
Yeah.
And the Lord gonna give us that power.
He said we're gonna get delivered. Our enemies shall behold us.
Behold us.
So we're gonna be taken up. Hey, that's crazy. That's
Calves
funny
of
as
the
hell.
storm.
Dude, we gonna be taken up while the missiles coming down.
Yep. Like an elevator, like
Yeah.
a two, like a
Or it might
That's
we
good.
might
two
get
side
taken.
elevator. Yeah.
We might go up and then the missiles come down.
Mhm.
Now
Boom.
you be in the mall.
It's gonna be simultaneously.
It's gonna be like damn.
Yep.
And then the missiles come. Like
Yep.
that's the ultimate. Fuck you.
Well, scarcely say the missiles may be your ground zero as
Yeah.
we're getting beamed up. As the fire coming to you, this is where faith comes in. If the fire is, let's say the fire is over there in Wisconsin, the nuclear missile and then hit over there in Wisconsin. We right there, and the fire is just coming towards us speedily. And in an instant, remember, the twinkling of an eye, we shall be changed. So it's like a blink of an eye. As quick as you blink, that's how you're gonna be getting beamed up right before the fire hits you.
Scarcely saved.
That's exactly that's scarcely saved. Go ahead.
Got it right here.
That's scarcely saved right there.
That's the spirit you mentioned. It. This is all First Peter.
Somebody get Revelation the 15th chapter.
First Peter.
Because we're gonna be in the chariots,
Looking down.
but we're gonna be in the fire inside the chariots. Okay? We're gonna be in the chariots. The elect is gonna be inside the chariots, right? Or chariot, as the fire is engulfing this place.
That's Zechariah 13:9. It says that's what brings them through the fire.
Perfect. Grab that too. Perfect. Go ahead, Op. Whoever got what you got.
Yeah, I got
Scarcely saved. Con. Go
real
ahead.
quick. This is this First Peter 4:17. I'm gonna start at 17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High."
Yep.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? It says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?"
Yeah, so those that know that they're Israelite, they're gonna get fucked up first. All right. Go ahead.
It says, "Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit it."
Read it again.
This back in 1 Peter 4:19. It says, "Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to him in well doing, as unto a faithful Creator."
Read it again. Sorry.
This
I
First
mean,
Peter.
y'all know what that is. Go ahead.
This First Peter 4:19. It says, "Wherefore let
No. Start from the
Okay, I'm starting.
17.
All right. This is First Peter 4:17. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Mhm.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel?"
Yeah, so the judgment is going to begin at those that are know that they're Israelites. Remember, the scripture said that we shall be beaten with many stripes.
Yeah.
Don't get fucked up.
Second Ezra 9.
Mhm.
It said those that had benefits. It's mine's favorite. How I go? That they should be by death through pain.
By death through pain. Yep. Go ahead.
It says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved."
If the righteous, this is what we're talking about. If the righteous scarcely, somebody look up the word scarcely, Bible Kashah. Yes, sir.
This is the definition of scarcely.
Go
It
ahead,
says, almost not, barely.
Almost not. Like, damn, you almost didn't get saved. You know what I'm saying? Almost didn't get hit by that car. Have anybody been in a situation where you almost didn't get hit?
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Almost, something almost didn't fly past and crack you in the head or something, like just right there. You know,
Says through the skin of your teeth.
right through the skin of your teeth. Yeah, that's a thing. Yep. Go ahead.
So this back in 1 Peter 4:7, 4:18.
And that right there gonna make you cry. That gonna make you bawl.
Yeah.
That's why we're gonna be crying in the chariots. We're gonna be crying and praising the Lord, like in tears. It says it in tears. We're gonna be in tears because it's like, oh shit, you know. I remember a brother had a dream, maybe like a couple of years ago. He said that he felt the heat. He said when he got translated, but he felt the heat as if he was finna get destroyed. He said he felt that heat, but he ended up, getting delivered. So that's gonna be that's gonna be something right there, man. Okay, Con. Yeah, I remember that. I just didn't know what brother it was. I never forget it because he said it's like I felt the heat as if I'm about to get destroyed, but ended up getting delivered. So that's amazing, man.
Yeah, I think about if I may think about that vision I told you that my father had, where it was a lion, his tail was on fire, and every time it like ran towards him and got close to him, he said this a crystal like phone booth. He said it was like a glass made phone booth.
Yeah.
Like picked them up and would fly him in the air to another, to take him somewhere else.
Yeah.
And every time the lion would come back and it would try to catch him, he'd take him somewhere else.
Man, that's a hedge.
Yeah.
The Lord's gonna have a hedge around us, man. Yep. Go ahead.
Just on 1 Peter 4:18 it says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the appear?
In the fire. In the fire.
Hell.
Yep. In hell. They're gonna be.
Hell.
Whoa. Where'd everybody go? Go ahead. That's it on that.
Okay.
This is Revelation chapter 15, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire.
See, a sea of glass mingled with fire. So that sea of glass is the chariots, and you're gonna be surrounded by fire. Okay, go ahead.
It says,
you're gonna be in the heavens.
And them they had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image. And over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my bad.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you're gonna escape all that Esau is about to present.
Yep.
Right. Because what he about to present is gonna lock you in to essentially serving him and being his slave. That's why it's such a warning about this devil's these devices that's coming. Man.
Yeah.
And for you Christians,
It's been 30 years, bro.
Yeah. That's bugged out.
Show goofy ass up.
Saved. This is what it is being saved.
Right.
Yep.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there
Exactly.
you go.
Exactly. That's being saved.
Yep.
All right.
You got a wacky tank Christian said he's been saved for 30 years.
still standing right in front of you.
I was listening to the radio yesterday.
Niggas getting sick like a motherfucker. You ain't saved, nigga.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
I was listening to the radio yesterday. Jake is on a pastor was on there. He said, You've been saved for 30 years and ain't don't nobody on your block know you say that you. It was funny as hell. I was rolling. Yeah, but no, it's like, go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 15 and 2 again. It says, and I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Man.
And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark.
Yeah, remember the scripture says, if you hold fast to this word, I will keep thee in the hour of temptation. Yeah. Meaning the Lord is going to guard our spirits. He's going to guard our minds from being subdued. He's going to guard our minds from fainting. See, a lot of guys going to faint in the last days, and that fainting is that they're going to give in to the mark of the beast. They're going to give in to the image, which is the way of this lifestyle, So the elect, we ain't going to be with it. We're going to be like those people of Demolition Man under the city, Go ahead.
It says,
No rap murders,
Right.
and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
Mm.
Verse 3, it says, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous art thy works, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Almighty, just and true art thy ways, thou King of saints.
Just and true.
Art thy ways.
Because that promise that was given unto the elect is the Lord kept his word. You know, he's just and true. He says he's gonna deliver us. You know,
The song of Moses. I'm thinking Exodus.
15.
I was thinking that too.
Exodus 15,
15.
yeah, where the whole all the children of Israel were saved. But on this side, it's
Mhm.
only going to be elect.
The elect.
It says,
Yeah, because it said we shall be saved from the land of the north. That's what I'm thinking about when it says song of Moses.
because right here it says in the song of the Lamb. The only
Yeah.
one that's presenting that song is the prophets of the Lord, the elect.
Yep.
Yeah, how shy because he
Yep.
led us in the way. The scriptures talk about he went before us in the during the time of the Exodus. And so he was protecting us from Pharaoh. So, but now he coming to save us from the modern day Pharaoh, which is Esau, to take us up in those chariots. You got it.
Let's end on that. I got a precept though. Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 20. It says, come my people, enter thou into thy chamber.
Woo, that's it.
And shut thy doors about thee.
Yeah, that's likened to Noah and his sons and their wives.
Yeah.
The Lord had shut the ark. You know, they got delivered. You know, the chambers is the chariots
Yeah, they got delivered from that first death.
from the from the first death.
Lord willing, we're gonna get delivered from that second death.
And burger.
Well, the second death will be a motherfucker.
Right, and when you go back, back into ancient Israel, when a man would take on a woman, and he would take her into the bed chamber.
The bed chambers.
And they would make a covenant with each other. Well,
Perfect.
When we get beaten up into the
That's that. Yep, perfect.
That's where we're to be. That's when that covenant is going to be established.
Yep.
Because we are one with the bridegroom now.
Yep. Yep.
Right. That's what
Perfect.
the word consummate goes into. When I consummate the marriage, that means
Boy, good.
Yeah, boy, good. Yeah, I got something since he said that. Revelation 21.
Yeah, it ain't going before a preacher and he's saying, now you are,
Oh yeah, that's
death to you. No, it's you in that bed chamber.
That proves that we're not under the second covenant.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Real quick, this is Revelation 21 and 1. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there were no more sea. All right, which is the new heaven and a new earth. And the first heaven was passed away. It's talking about Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay. And John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Yeah, so that's when we're gonna be changed.
Yep.
And we're gonna come down from them spaceships.
Mhm.
All right, or the fathership. Okay?
That marriage is gonna happen in the air.
Yeah, that's the change.
The marriage is gonna happen in the air. Yep.
Yeah.
Joined. We're gonna be joined with First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter said that we're gonna be joined. You got that? That's the spirit. We're gonna be joined with the Lord. Get that? Because that's the marriage. Go ahead.
It's the book of First Thessalonians 4 and 16. It says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air.
That's it.
Yep. So that's an actual thing. And the scriptures, the scriptures back that up. You got Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, the strangeness of our salvation. That goes into us being taken up by way of them chariots, or what they call it, a tractor beam, right? We ascending into the heavens, into those chariots.
Right. You mentioned it earlier, Revelation 18, that come up hither.
Yeah. It's gonna be an actual shout, right? It's gonna be an actual shout to tell us to get y'all ass about it. Come up, my people. My bad. You got it.
Isaiah.
A little bit more. And then your last few precepts, and then we,
First Thessalonians 4:17.
Mhm.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
So
Right.
it say those that shall be alive and remain. Remember, Yahushua told them that some of you may not taste death. So you're gonna have some men and women on earth, who's gonna have faith, and they're gonna get beamed up. Those that are alive and remain, gonna meet the Lord in the cloud. Go ahead.
Zechariah, the one the brother was gonna bring out where you got. I mean, you could, yeah, I believe it goes with that because that's the remainder. That's the remainder that's gonna be left. I can okay.
Yep.
Isaiah 26:20 again. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation overpass."
Woo! And that's where we're gonna come back down. That goes to the Revelation 21.
yeah,
Hide thyself for a moment, and that's what we're gonna come back down. And that's the new Jerusalem, the new holy city that's gonna be coming down. Ain't gonna be no city,
Yeah, the buildings.
Yeah, like a New York City coming down on earth and shit. No, nigga, it's talking about the people.
Motherfucker,
Yeah,
gravel
the
ain't
people
finna
for
fall
the
out the
place.
sky.
It's gonna be the people that's gonna
But
come
that's
down.
That's how that's how the Christian mind thinks. That it's gonna be an actual city coming down. No, the people are the city.
We are the city.
People for us a place.
Yep. It says now to say lo here, no there. Yep.
But the kingdom of God is
Within you. Yep.
Isaiah 26 and verse 21, it says, "For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity."
He coming out of his place. What's his place? He gonna come out of the fourth dimension. He gonna come from his realm into this realm and tear shit up.
Yeah,
He gonna come out of his place.
He gonna get up off his throne.
Yeah.
He had the right hand of the heavenly Father.
Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
He gonna come out of
Lord,
heaven.
send him out of that.
Waiting.
Yeah, he's waiting on the Lord to tell him go.
Mm-hmm.
Give him the green light.
That's the spirit. I'm like, hey, man.
I'm ready to go right now. Give me the green light.
If you think the Lord,
I'm ready to go right now, my man. Hey.
if you think the Lord ain't on his, like, you know how they in the race, you be like, on your mark and say go.
At the exit of his
Yeah.
seat.
If you think he's not on his mark,
False start.
and ready, right. Man.
Not yet, right?
Yeah, he's ready, man. He's ready.
He's ready, man.
You know?
And don't forget about Machiavelli, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike.
Like Allah.
Machiavelli, bro. And the archangel, the warrior angel, second command next to Yahushua.
Man, that
Well,
army
yeah, he's gonna
come down,
preserve. He's
boy.
gonna be sent to preserve, and it's gonna be angels sent to preserve us from the perils. He's gonna be literally being brought through the chaos.
Right.
Mhm.
You know.
And it says, "The earth also just shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain."
Mm.
I got something.
Go ahead.
This is Second Ezra 2:42. It says, I Ezra saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, tall than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, "Sir, what are these?" He answered and said unto me, "These be they have put off the mortal clothing."
Yeah, which is this world, this life. You know. Yeah.
And put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And we confessing the name now.
Yeah.
Lord willing, those men, man.
Yeah, because the scriptures say that stood so stiffly
Yep.
for his name. So there's men out here who's standing stiffly. You know, meaning that you not there's unshakable, you unmovable for the name of the Lord.
That's right.
You know.
It says, now they are crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them?
He said young person. So the Lord is going to be in his youth.
Well, he died. Well, he died 33.
Yeah.
33. I mean, he ascended.
Yep.
It says,
Gonna be
then
in
said
his
I,
youth.
yeah, come. It said,
Yeah,
this,
that's when you that age, you're in
Forever
the,
young,
you're in
baby.
yeah, exactly. You're in the what they call the prime of your age or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, your
Yeah,
prime
prime.
years.
Right.
That's when you're most strongest. You know.
testosterone on top testosterone.
Yep.
It says, then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands?
Mm-hmm.
So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High,
Yeah.
Yahushua, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly and commend them that stood so stiffly.
Oh yeah, my bad. I said it before.
Hey man, that's the spirit. It says, for the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashima Washai.
Yeah, they stood stiffly, mean they were unmovable. Could nobody come and bewitch them. All right.
Yeah.
That the name of the Lord didn't matter. You know?
Right, because the elect wasn't deceived.
Yep.
It says, then the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou have seen. So Ezra is speaking to the angel, you know, it was conversing about Yahushua, man. What Yahushua is going to do in the near future. So that's a future prophecy.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
You got a precept? Go ahead. Anybody got anything? All right, you bring your two out. We close out.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, and verse 8 and 9. And it reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
That's right.
Talking about the 2/3 of our own people, the Israelites.
Yep.
It says, but the third shall be left therein.
That remnant.
Yeah.
Yep.
1/3.
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
Yeah.
That's roughly 33%, 33.3%.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do the math. You got it.
It says, and I will refine them as silver is refined.
I'm sorry, and that's literally too.
Yeah.
Bringing them through the fire, what you may mention earlier. That's literally, you know.
I just be meditating on
How this gonna happen? Yeah. Yep.
You see how like precise like the chariots are, man. They can maneuver and do.
Oh,
everything.
man.
The Lord is precise. Yeah, the Lord is everything, boy.
It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined,
That's right.
and I will try them as gold is tried.
That's right.
And they shall call on my name, IUIC, and I will hear them.
Cut.
Yeah, it's a cut.
Cut.
You got to know the name.
Cut.
That's powerful because not only will we be calling upon the Lord, that's us standing so stiffly right there.
Exactly. Yep.
That's us standing stiffly right there.
Yep.
You know, standing stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Yep.
Not letting all of these other camps and people that don't believe in the name, and not letting that sway you. You know.
Hey, you
Dudes
say,
got no trouble that speak against us,
Perfect.
Brother says it's $1.50 too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's beautiful because it says, the Lord said, and I will hear them.
Yep. That's how that name brings a vibration.
Yep.
He ain't finna hear Christ. Fuck Christ, man. Fuck out of here. Jesus.
Well, it says that inside of the Apocrypha.
The name of the Lord
Before you
bring
go into,
vibration.
the book of Sirach.
Oh, yeah.
It says that inside of the Apocrypha before you go into the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. It says how words are like are more powerful in the Hebrew tongue.
Yep.
You know?
The prologue. Like, how can you read that and then still say they sold out, man?
Yeah,
They sold out. It's just that simple. They sold out. They sold out, man.
Yeah, because Salaki, if I may,
sold out for Jesus.
the apostle actually brought out an actual sit down
That's it,
that
okay.
Nate had, and they actually said that they claimed that we don't have the holy language right now, right? But then at the end of the sit down that he had, he said shalom. You know what I mean? Like,
What language you speaking then, nigga?
Fucking asshole.
Shalom.
Shalom.
What was that?
Right.
And that's still, he still got it
Like,
wrong.
what the fuck was that, Nate?
He ain't got to say shalom. He might as well wave his hand and say
Right.
hi.
You might as well just say bye.
Right, say hi and bye, motherfucker.
Why are you greeting? Why are you greeting
Wave your hand.
in the shalom? Or why? I mean, in the Hebrew. Like, that don't make sense. The name Elder Apostle Tahar had said when he said that they're zombies. It makes perfect sense. I remember when he first it was during the one of the sit down lessons, one of the end of the world series. He said they're zombies. And look up the word zombie and looked it up like, oh shit, these niggas are zombies. You know? Go ahead.
It says they shall call on my name and I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is my power.
Yeah,
my
burger.
God.
That's it.
Speaking of the chariots and the angels, it said this is the book of Psalms, chapter 91.
Psalms 91.
Starting at verse 9, it says, because thou hast made the Lord, Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, my habitation, there shall no evil befall thee. It says, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Ooh, that's it.
So part of us being brought through the fire, I know the brothers mentioned literal, but you're gonna have pestilences and all of that stuff that the Lord is gonna bring us through, and only the elect, because 2/3 gonna succumb to it. You know.
So like if I may, even having that mindset, training yourself to have that mindset now, like when I get ready to go to work or something, I get on the bus and I always meditate on like, no, the Lord ain't got no evil, things and judgment or anything about to happen while I'm on the bus.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like now when I get off this bus.
Yeah. But guess what? He may have it happen while you're on the bus to test your faith, and you still, you won't get affected or hurt,
Scarcely saved.
I be thinking about that too. Like, okay, now let's say I do get into this car crash, but the Lord still preserved my life. That's still the Lord delivering you, and not taking you out, So you got to think of it on both ways,
That's a little more. Psalms 91 and 11, it says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways.
What do they say? In the world says it. People have the guardian angels. The elect has guardian angels, man. Guardian angels around us, man. I'll give them the charge over thee. Meaning they're gonna have. Well, Bible, should I look up the word charge real quick? They're gonna have charge over us, man.
Order.
And then that fits with that Hebrews. It says ministering ministering unto the saints until salvation. So yeah, man. You ain't gonna get this from no Christian church, man. You ain't gonna get this from no fucking church.
So the Hebrew word of charge. It says tazawah.
Commandment.
It says to charge, give in. It says send with command. Send a messenger, set in order. To command, charge, give orders. Lay charge, give charge to order. Appoint.
Yep, appoint. He gonna appoint. We got certain angels that's appointed. This is the prophet that you're gonna be looking after until he get here. We got is angels that have appointed assignments. This is the prophet that you're going to be protecting from when he's a boy all the way until he gets back into his spiritual body.
That's real.
There's angels that make sure
And
he has received the truth.
Yep. It's gonna be angels right there with us, and we gonna look, man. It's gonna be so raw, Lord, when we the elect, we gonna be talking to it. Remember, I saved you. Remember, you almost died at this hand, and I saved you. Oh, that was you. You know what I'm saying?
Remember I told you go this way?
Yep. Remember you almost got hit by the bus, and then for some reason you turned and seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me.
It's gonna be a conversation, man.
You know.
I think about during the time of the first the book of Psalms chapter 91 verse 11 again, it says, and he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways.
Charge, appoint, command, ordain.
Order.
Order, yeah, order.
Man, verse 12 it says, "They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone."
Yeah, so they're making they're keeping you from harm, delivering you from certain things.
I got a precept to that. Con. This is Psalm 34:7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Perfect.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah, and cap it like the brother was saying. We got a hedge. You know, as long as we part of the elect. You know, if we are part of the elect, then that hedge is there. You know,
With the servant that was with Elisha, you know, when they was getting, I think the Moabite army was chasing after them, you know, and he prayed to the Lord to open the eyes of the young man to see all the chariots that was round about with them. He said, yeah, those that be with us is more than be with them, you know.
All right, let's
All right, so with that, man, hope y'all was edified. Until next time, we'd like to get all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to our apostles, the word millstone, and also double honors to our bishops too as well.
Shalom.